Hi, it's Chris Heller, Chief Real Estate Officer at Ojo.
And Jeremiah Taylor, Vice President of Real Estate and Mortgage here at Ojo. Today, Chris and I want to talk a little bit about some new lead types that we're starting to see. And sometimes things that are new are not so new as well. And that is buyers looking for deals. Now, these buyers may be looking for foreclosures. They may be looking for properties that are just priced really well. But at the end of the day, they're looking for the same thing. They're looking for value. Now, we are partnering with some new lead sources where you may see somebody that is specifically looking for foreclosures. But make no mistake, most times somebody looking for foreclosures, they're just looking for a great deal. They're looking for the right opportunity. So Chris, would love to have you kick it off by talking a little bit about, as an agent, when you meet somebody that says, hey, I'm looking for foreclosures, I'm looking for a great deal, how do you help them get their head around that? And what's the next step?
Yeah, it's very common for someone to say, hey, I saw this foreclosure, or I'm interested in foreclosures. And one of the things I always do is ask the question, what is it about foreclosures that they're interested in? And inevitably, they have a belief that a foreclosure means they're going to get a better deal. Sometimes that's accurate. Many times it's not. So what I'll do is I'll have a conversation with them and say, hey, what I hear you saying is you want to make sure you get a great deal or you want to buy something below market. Is that true? So yeah, that's exactly what we're looking for. Great. Well, foreclosures sometimes are that, and sometimes they're not. And I'll explain to them that there's a reason why a property is a foreclosure. It means the seller couldn't sell it. And if it's still for sale now, oftentimes it's because there's something wrong with the properties or they aren't priced appropriately. So just because of foreclosure, that does not equal a great deal. Here's what a great deal is: being able to buy something below market. If I can find you a seller who's highly motivated, who's willing to sell their property below market, or a situation that you could take advantage of, does it matter to you whether it's owned by a bank or an individual? And inevitably, they'll say no. And so now what I'm doing is I'm focusing them on getting a great deal. And that's part of my job as an agent, to find that, or to stay in touch with them long enough until we find that. So that's how I handle it. I want to get them not necessarily off the idea of a foreclosure, because if we can find one, great, but not just focus solely on a foreclosure, focus on getting a good deal and finding out what a good deal to them means and what is their goals and investing. Are they looking to flip something? Are they looking for a buy and hold? Are they looking for cash flow? And then, and really asking those questions as we would through any buyer consultation to get to clarity on what it is that we need to find that'll work for them.
Now, I'm going to piggyback Chris's great advice with some tales from the tape of things that I did wrong. Now, early in my career as an agent, I would get people in 2007, 8, and 9, especially looking for foreclosures. And my kind of go-to script was, oh, no, you don't want a foreclosure. Here's all the reasons that foreclosures are bad. You have to pay cash and you have to do this and you have to do that. And all that the person I was talking to heard was, well, this guy doesn't know how to get me what I want. So don't use this opportunity to say that, oh, this isn't what you want. You actually want that. I really like the approach that you took, Chris, of like, no, you want a great deal. And whether that's a foreclosure or something else, I'm the person to help you get that great deal.
Yeah. And this is a great example of what great agents do when they meet a buyer, is they really ask the questions, understand the buyer's needs, their motivations, and then explain how they can help meet those needs and or exceed the expectations that the buyer has. So I think the key point here is, don't get thrown off because they want a specific type of property. Let's face it. How many times does someone start off looking for A and they end up buying B? Almost all the time. This is just like that.
That's absolutely right. So, hey, we hope this provides a ton of value. We appreciate your partnership with us here at Ojo, and cheers to your continued success here in 2023.